I'm going to take you through here some of the advocacy efforts that we have been involved in at the federal level. Just to kick it off, recent conversations with EPA in terms of the value of engineering licensure and getting the attention of the EPA Administrator Gina McCarthy, submitting comments on autonomous vehicles at the state and federal level, Department of Transportation, the state of California, and other venues. Congressman Westerman, who many of you may have heard at a recent NSPE meeting, great friend of NSPE, looks to us for counsel on a variety of issues, requiring engineers to be in responsible charge in the wake of the Gold King mine disaster. The Deepwater Horizon issue that we know so much about, that affected so many people in the Gulf, so close to us where we are now. And that all started at the U.S. Chemical Safety Board back in 2010 when NSPE testified on the important role that licensed professional engineers can play. And 6 years later, we've made enormous progress in that area. And most recently, we hear a lot about STEM education and how that's so important to the future of engineering. But NSPE and our focus is really on licensed professional engineers. And through efforts with Congressman Ryan's office, we've been able to get language in K through 12 education that really highlights the importance of licensed professional engineering in STEM education. So there's some real progress being made in those areas. At the state level, Mark referenced the situation that occurred in Indiana just about a year ago, where through the efforts of the American Legislative Exchange Council, legislation and a study was developed that targeted licensed professional engineers as a licensing regime that should be eliminated in that state. And through the efforts of the Indiana Society and NSPE, we were able to get the governor to intercede to have that report quashed, recognizing how vital the role of professional engineers in protecting the public health and safety. QBS in Kansas, another effort. We see this all the time, all over the country. Kansas Society and NSP worked and testified to turn that effort back.
The one bill, the pipe bill?
Right.
South Carolina is also fighting that, and just so the rest of the office knows, we've gotten word in South Carolina that there's about 20 other states that industry is starting to try to push that legislation through. And it's an issue that a manufacturer of a specific type of pipe is pushing legislation that essentially says you will use this pipe unless you prove something else is better. Right? He is trying to mandate that use. And we see other manufacturers starting to jump onto that same bandwagon to do the exact same thing. So it's not a Ohio issue or a South Carolina issue. It's an issue that's going to be hitting probably all 50 states sometime in the near future.
Well, and your point speaks to the point that Mark made earlier about the interdependence among the states, how vitally important it is in this structure that we have, this federation. These linkages are critically important, and each of the states and the national play a vital role in creating that communications linkages that make all that difference.